My mind has been crazy busy lately, and I'm sort of falling off in the self-care department. I'm letting things slip that I don't normally let slip, and I'm feeling it. Like, my mind is just busy, I'm stressed, I'm not doing the things I need to do that are healthy. And so I decided this week I'm going to meditate for 1 hour a day for 7 days. And the way I'm going to do that is breaking the meditation up into 3 segments of 20 minutes. So I'll do 1 segment in the morning, 1 midday, and 1 in the evening. So that will be 1 hour of meditation every day. I'm going to do it for 7 days, and I'm just going to watch myself and see what happens, and see how beneficial meditating for an hour a day is. So I'll keep track of that, and I will check back in after the 7 days is up, and I will let you know how I feel and how it went. See you soon. Alright, so I am finished with my 7-day meditation challenge, and it was really beneficial. It was better than I thought it would be, for sure. The most beneficial thing about it was that it gave me the space to check in with myself and see where I was mentally. And from that space, sometimes just observing where I was mentally was enough to take action to rectify that state if it was a negative state. Or if I was in a good mood and feeling great, a lot of times I would have gratitude as I sat there, and I would feel really appreciative for things in my life, which is amazing. You know, that's almost like the pinnacle of everything that you could work for. Is like, say you build a big business and that's your dream, and then you sell it, but if you're never grateful for that or anything that came along with it, it's like, that's terrible. Like, why do any of that? You know, it's like the gratitude that we're seeking. It's that being present and really appreciating what's in our lives. So meditation really helps with that. And it also helps, to be aware of stressors. So for example, if my boss, you know, was doing something that I found irritating, I could, if I was working and I wasn't paying attention to it, that irritation could just build up, and really start to annoy me throughout the day. And then what happens is you lose track of why you're annoyed, and you have all this negative energy that's built up, and then other things can trigger it. So say my roommate left some dishes in the sink, and I have all this negative energy charged up from my day about like my boss and this and that and emails and yada yada. Have all that negativity that I've been building all day, and then the roommate leaves dishes in the sink, and then that's the trigger that like unleashes that energetic like dump, and then you can just explode on people, and that's not good to do. It's not healthy. So this meditation, taking the time to meditate, really helps build an awareness of where you're at mentally. So when I would sit down, you know, I scheduled 20 minutes, middle of the day, sit down to meditate. Sometimes I'd be fidgety. I wouldn't be able to just sit there and just be like, Om. You know, I'd sit down and my mind's like, rah, 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 and then I'm moving, you know, like, I'm stretching. It's just not being, you know, present, which is fine. That's okay. That's the whole point of sitting down, is just to check where you're at. It's not to be this perfect meditation every time you sit on your mat. Another thing about meditation is that it's like a spice to your life. I mean, it can almost be the meat and potatoes, but it also is, it's not everything, right? Because if you spend an hour a day in meditation, if you spend the other 23 hours of the day just in chaos, like multitasking, you know, listening to music, just everything, all the other parts of your life are in chaos, the meditation's only going to go so far, right? Like, you need to have the time that you spend meditating, and then you need to have the time outside of that supporting that meditation. So that means being more focused, multitasking less. It means just being present in the things that you do and sort of slowing down and being aware. So that's another important distinction. Another takeaway from the week is I was happier than usual, which is really cool. And it's cool to see how that space created that happiness. That was a great benefit of it. And the last thing I want to talk about is, will I keep doing it? Will I keep meditating for an hour a day? And the answer, despite all that goodness, is no. Which is crazy to me. It's so crazy that I've like already, you know, seen the benefit of it and walked away from that and be like, okay, now that my challenge is over, I'm still gonna meditate, but I'm not gonna be really strict about the hour a day kind of thing. And so that will be, you know, I just need to find a way to fit it into my life, because I didn't want to say I'm gonna meditate for an hour a day for the rest of my life and then not do it and feel like a failure. So for me, finding where my meditation practice fits into my life is sort of an ongoing thing. And I've been using it more, which is good. And I'm sure I will do a challenge in the future just to really like insert it in as a practice to my life again, because it's beneficial. And sometimes you just need to bite the bullet and just be like, no matter what, I'm gonna meditate, you know, for X amount of time for a week or whatever it may be. So I did miss one meditation. I missed one on Sunday, but other than that, I was good. So and the last thing is just I want to challenge you guys to choose a meditation that you want to do, a meditation challenge. It could be 10 minutes a day, it could be 10 minutes in the morning, but find something you want to do that fits into your schedule and do it for a week and just observe where you are. Just sit on the, you know, find a comfortable seat and just sit with your eyes closed for the time that you want to sit there and just see how your life changes. So that's my challenge to you. As always, like and subscribe if you like this content. Thanks for checking in, guys.